My knees can predict the weather. They can predict when it's going to rain, so they're swollen right now. Hey, I'm Tanaye White, and this is my Women's Health Body Scan. What I love most about my body is my skin. As a child, I actually had really dry skin, and so the doctor prescribed me with oatmeal baths. They come in these little packs, and you pour it in with your bath, and so my mom would take oatmeal baths with me almost every night for a few months until my skin got better. Now I have a really good regimen with shea butters and moisturizing creams. So now that my skin is much better, it's one of my favorite parts of my body. I love the color, I love the softness, and I just love the skin I'm in. A body part that I've grown to love are actually my arms. I did track and field throughout high school and college. I broke several school records. I went to nationals, and I also won 2 championships with my team in college. So needless to say, I'm strong, but it's definitely been a love-hate relationship with my arms because I always thought sometimes I looked too strong, and it even came to a point where I would Photoshop my arms to make them look smaller. I know that my arms reflect strength, and I'm slowly learning to love them more. My favorite part of my body that I like to work on the most is my abs. I love core workouts. It's always been my favorite thing to do, and I feel like when you work out, you immediately feel the results, so I know that the more there's a burn, the more it's working. I actually just was at the gym last night, so my stomach does hurt. One of my favorite workouts to do for my core are reverse crunches as well as bicycle crunches. But as far as my regimen goes, I always start with cardio, core workout, upper body, lower body, it depends on the day. And then I actually go to a rock climbing gym. I've been rock climbing consistently since March. I think it goes with no surprise that my least favorite workout to do is my arms. I try not to do push-ups or pull-ups or anything like that anymore. My body has really maintained its shape since college, and so I just sort of let it be. But if there's ever a time where I know I need to work on my upper body strength, I just rock climb. I don't really have a go-to healthy meal. I really like to indulge in food. It's one of my love languages, so whether it be Thai food, sushi, Italian, cheesy pasta. But as far as healthy snacks go, I love sliced cucumbers with a little cream cheese on top, sprinkle a little cayenne pepper, salt and pepper. It tastes really good. I would say that my comfort meal is definitely pad see ew. It's a pasta dish from Thailand. You can get it with chicken, seafood, pork, beef, but my favorite is chicken. My love language is food. I just love the fact that you can come to the table and dine with your loved ones. Growing up, my family was really strict about eating dinner together without the TV on, without any distractions, and talking about our day. And I feel like as an adult now, it's been one of my favorite things to do. I love enjoying time with my friends at nice restaurants, whether it just be by myself or with others. Just being able to be with my favorite dishes is one of my favorite things to do. I haven't ever had a serious injury, but I did sprain my knee doing triple jump in high school, and that definitely has affected the way my knees function today. I have patellofemoral syndrome in both of my knees, which means that they swell with water occasionally. But the cool thing about it is that my knees can predict the weather. They can predict when it's going to rain, so they're swollen right now. I have a really in-depth skincare routine. First, I would start with makeup remover. So I use Clinique's Take Off the Day balm and I rub it all over my face. Then I use a cleanser. My favorite right now is by Herbivore. It is their BHA cleanser. And then I follow that up with a toner, which my favorite is the Glow Recipe toner. I believe it's called Watermelon. It's really good at getting into your pores and getting off the lasting residue of dirt that's on your face. I also use Paula's Choice exfoliant to help with my hyperpigmentation. And then I follow it up with a moisturizer. I use Clinique's moisturizer. That's my OG go-to. And then after that, one thing I have to emphasize is to always, always, always wear SPF. My favorite is K-Skin by Winnie Harlow, but any SPF will do. Another really good one is Black Girl Sunscreen. For my skin, it's really hard to find good sunscreens that don't make me look ashy or blue, so those are definitely my 2 favorites. One skincare product I wish existed when I was younger are the pimple patches that you can put all over your face. They really do work, at least for me. So if I had that growing up as a teenager with really bad hormonal acne, I think it would have made a world of a difference. For my hair routine, I have an elaborate process. When it comes to wash days, I love to use Our X's hair regimen. It's this system that works specifically for textured hair. It's one of my favorite new products and it's one of my go-tos. I also love Camille Rose's line of hair oils and hair moisturizers. My hair just really loves it. You can't tell today, but I actually have a huge afro, and so making sure that my hair is always moisturized and oiled is really important to reduce breakage and ensure that my hair is okay, especially on days where I'm on photo shoot sets and they may use heat on my hair. But my biggest tip for anyone, especially if you're a curly girl, is to just make sure that your scalp is always oiled. No matter if it's castor oil or shea oil, find something that works for you because the health of your hair really starts at the scalp. So one of the ways that I take care of my mental health is with sound baths, meditating, and bubble baths. I always start each morning with sound baths. I just go on Spotify, pick a playlist, and let it go. Some of my favorites are sounds of the ocean, sounds of rain, or just your classic sound bath with the humming of the bowl. Another favorite, as I mentioned, is meditation. It's something I'm working on, I think, a lot, and it's really hard to calm my mind and calm those crazy thoughts sometimes. But even if you can put away 10 minutes of your day just to calm yourself, breathe slowly. It makes a world of a difference, especially if you have a busy day. And then one of my favorite ways to show self-care and self-love to myself is with bubble baths. I make them really elaborate. I light candles, I have bath soaks, bath oils. I have this bar that you can sit across the tub. Sometimes I'll even put a laptop on my toilet seat and watch Netflix. It's really my time to love on myself. And I think that in this crazy world we live in, when we're always looking at a screen or always around people, it's really important to take care of yourself. Because mental health is so important to me, I actually started my own mental wellness company last year. It's called Feel Good Babe, and it's a community for women to support them on their mental wellness journey. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to follow Feel Good Babe at Hey Feel Good Babe on Instagram.